If you're looking to do some remodeling or debt consolidation, or you're buying land, this is an absolute gem. Very impressed. They have no fees other than whatever your interest rate is. So you don't pay any processing or junk fees or anything like that. Super simple, very good experience with them. Highly recommend them because they are out there without excessive fees, because there's no fees on this loan.
Welcome to the Investor Financing Podcast, where we interview real estate investors and lenders so you can learn all the secrets to getting your projects funded and scale your portfolio. And now, your host, Beau Eckstein.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Investor Financing Podcast, and I'm your host, Beau Eckstein. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about unsecured term loans and the truth behind them, and an option that might be beneficial for you. So recently, I was doing some homework. I was looking for an unsecured term loan for myself to use that money to buy a piece of raw land, which I will later build a house on for investment purposes. So I wanted to figure out a way of leveraging completely, and I stumbled across a bank. It's actually a subsidiary of a bank, and they offer loans from $5,000 to $100,000. Typically, it's app only, where they're going to ask questions. Sometimes they do ask to upload a recent pay stub, or if you're self-employed, you will sometimes be required to upload a tax return. So it's not always app only. They may ask for those type of conditions, like a recent bank statement or a recent pay stub, or maybe if you're self-employed, they might ask for 3 months of bank statements or a recent tax return, or they may not, depending on the loan amount you request. You can request up to $100,000. I requested $75,000 and went through the process. It's very, very fast online. And they came back with a few questions. One of the inside account executives called and had a few questions. I answered those questions, uploaded the docs they asked for. And within an hour and a half, I was approved for a $75,000 term loan, meaning it's not a line of credit. You're getting funded for whatever you requested. And then once you're approved, you pick your funding date, and they'll wire in the money or do an ACH transfer into your bank account that day you want it. So literally, I could have had funds the next day. I chose a funding date of December 1st. So in a few days, I'll get this $75,000. Simple process. The rates fluctuate. It looks like anywhere from 5 on the low end to as high as 19%, depending on if you're using the money for debt consolidation. They do ask what you're using the money for. I said I was buying a piece of property, a raw land that I was going to improve and get a construction loan on down the road. They were fine with that. I probably should have went for the $100,000. I just picked 75 because that's what I thought the purchase price would end up being, close to around 50 to 75,000. So I chose that. You can pick the term of how long you want the financing. I think they go up to as high as 7 years. Don't quote me, but you can go check it out. I'm going to provide a link below. You can use that link to go to the bank and get all the information and apply online. Like I said, I was approved literally in an hour and a half. Super easy. They were ready to fund the next day. They allow you to choose a funding date. I chose December 1st because I didn't need the money today. And then you pick your term of how long you want to repay back the loan proceeds.
Attention business owners. Want to grow your profits without any extra work? Focus on your expenses. Save up to 25% on your business expenses without switching vendors. Our partner platform uses data to manage and reduce expenses through benchmarking. Through our partner's proprietary $6 trillion data lake with expense data for millions of companies covering thousands of categories, we are able to continually find savings for your business. Our team then renegotiates with existing vendors and put in place meaningful, lasting cost reductions. After that, we monitor and report those savings. Our algorithms continuously identify new areas of expense optimization and performance improvement that can be activated at any time. Learn how to save money on your business expenses today. Visit expensesavvy.com.
super, super easy. Take in mind, you have to have decent credit, probably 680 or above. Maybe they go as low as 660. It says it on the website. I have to go back and reference that. My credit score I think my middle credit score was a 770 at the time. So my credit's good. My debt to income based on their metrics is good. It was a super simple process. So if you're looking to do some remodeling or debt consolidation, or you're buying land, this is an absolute gem. Very impressed. They have no fees other than whatever your interest rate is. So you don't pay any processing or junk fees or anything like that. Super simple, very good experience with them. Highly recommend them. And take a look below at the link if you're interested in getting an unsecured term loan, because they are out there without excessive fees, because there's no fees on this loan. So it's a win-win, and just wanted to make a personal recommendation as I just used them, and it was probably the easiest process ever. So I hope you have success with them. And granted, my credit's pretty good and my DTI is low, so I'm probably a good candidate in their eyes, depending on your situation. This could be anywhere from $5,000 to $100,000 is their max loan amount. So should have probably went for 100, but I went for 75, and it was an easy process. So hope that helps. Hope you get some value out of this episode. We try to bring on different guests, different topics, any tools I'm using, any credit cards I'm using, or unsecured lines of credit I get. Happy to share with you what I'm doing and what's working for me. And I'll see you on the next episode. Please click the subscribe button, share with your colleagues. And as always, I appreciate you watching our episodes. Thanks so much.